Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Renata Singh.
And I'm Kimberly Farah Singh. And happy Monday.
Happy Monday indeed, Kimberly. And we're switching things up a bit this week. We're not going to be focusing on anything that is bad news or anything that, Kimberly, is not an upper. If I put it that way, upper meaning something uplifting.
Right.
So this week we're going to be focusing all, on good things specifically because it's Thanksgiving week. And I know here in Trinidad and Tobago, we're not big on the Thanksgiving. But to be honest with you, Kimberly, I feel like it's a holiday. Like we adapt so many things from the US and Europe and stuff like that. Canada. And other countries around the world. But I feel like this is one such holiday that we should definitely
make our
own as
take
well.
Make it
because
our
of the
own.
concept that is giving thanks, Kimberly.
Yeah, I mean, as it pertains to the history of Thanksgiving, there's so many contradicting stories with regard to that. But the general idea of what Thanksgiving evolved to be and what it is now.
Yes.
Is something I love the concept of it.
It promotes togetherness, family, and it's something that I'm big on personally. So hence the reason why I gravitate a lot towards it. And I know we're celebrating Thanksgiving, not necessarily the turkey and all that. Yes, that too, Kimberly. But the concept of giving thanks, that's what we're going to be focusing on for this entire week. We want to encourage persons there is always a reason to give thanks.
Yes. And I feel like during this year, because of the amount of different negatives that has taken place, I guess, in every person's individual life.
Yes.
Obviously, there were great things, there were good things, but a lot of times we were thrown some curveballs that we had to try to dodge. So, yeah, in this year, I feel like giving thanks and taking a moment to step back and just appreciate everything that we have now, be it big, small, little, tiny, everything that we have, we should be grateful for, because if we're faithful with the little, Renata,
yes,
we're about to be multiplied.
Yes, definitely. But I came across this really interesting post, Kimberly, and the post spoke about the fact that we are in a pandemic, and if you still have good health, your family around, that is a blessing. There's so many persons that aren't afforded the opportunity of having certain family members around because of the pandemic that we're in. And let's be real, the pandemic has posed certain levels of uncertainty on our lives, all of our lives. So, it's really something to sit and really think about and understand your position and understand and listen. I made it through almost an entire year in a pandemic, and if you were untouched, that in itself is a reason to give thanks and to be thankful. We may not be in the ideal situation. Maybe we don't have jobs. Maybe, we're not in the best financial position. I mean, everybody's going through their own little thing in their own way. But the mere fact that we have life is a reason to still be thankful and grateful. There is always hope for tomorrow.
Definitely, indeed. But Renata, you have a little game for us to play, I believe.
Yes, it's a little game, and it's okay. It's surprise questions. I have a few surprise questions to Kimberly, and I'm sure Kimberly has a few surprise questions to me as well.
I do.
But it's surrounding the whole theme of Thanksgiving, and it's with the aim of getting to know us or each other a little better.
Okay.
So bear with us. All right. So my first question is this, Kimberly, and I'm going to give you 5 seconds to answer each one. Except the last one, which is probably a little longer answer you'd have to give. All right, the first question. The person you're most grateful for?
My mom.
Your mom. All right, cool. The food you're most grateful for?
Lunch.
Lunch? No, tell me a specific dish.
Oh, well, I was grateful for lunch today, so I'll go with Khaled's.
Okay.
Which is barbecue rice,
Big
by the way.
up to Khaled's. Anyways, what experience to date, what experience are you most grateful for?
My whole experience with Miss World.
Okay, cool. Thanksgiving, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay, cool. What does thanks and giving mean to you?
Thanks for me is really acknowledging what has been given to me and just being grateful for it. And giving, I believe in giving gifts of just love and appreciation. Yes, there are materialistic things that we can't give to people, but a smile is something that we can give to any random stranger, a compliment. So yeah, all of those things for me is giving. I classify all of those things as giving.
Cool, great. And last but certainly not least, sing a song with the word thanks in it.
Give thanks
Okay.
with a grateful heart.
Okay, good job. I thought I was going to catch you off guard with that last one.
Well, that was the first one that came to my head. I think if you probably put Thanksgiving and you asked me to find a song with the word Thanksgiving in it,
Well, honestly, I was thinking about doing that, and then I was like, okay, let me try to find a song with the word Thanksgiving, and I'm like, okay, I really can't find one, so
Yeah.
let me not embarrass you like that.
well, it wouldn't have been embarrassing. Probably the viewers may not have a song with the word Thanksgiving in it either,
Right.
so they would be like, what song? Anyway, on to you. So yeah, my first question is kind of generic. What are you thankful for today?
What am I thankful for? I think, honestly, I'm thankful for the fact that I can enjoy certain comforts in life, such as, very basic, Kimberly, have a home, have shelter, and have family around. Those are the things that I'm most grateful for. Earlier today, I got off the phone with someone, and the conversation, and the person was telling me, about, the position that they're in. And so I was reminded that, although certain parts of my life may not be ideal, I have a lot to be grateful for.
Okay, well then you answered the second question there, because I was going to ask, why are you thankful for these
Forward
things?
thinking.
So you got your first two questions in. Third question, why do you believe thankfulness is important?
I think that when you're thankful, or you're in a thankful state or grateful, I think it can shift your attitude and your mood. And I can only speak from my own personal experience. Whenever I'm in a, how should I put it, disappointing, or you're just not in a, again, ideal situation. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but if you feel like you're not in an ideal situation, maybe your plans may not have worked out, you probably set certain goals and stuff like that, and it has not worked out in the time frame that you would have liked it to. And that can get to you, Kimberly, emotionally.
Right.
It can take a toll on you. You can be beating up on yourself and stuff like that. And I feel like when I am in that position, I'm always reminded that, hey, yes, there may be 3 things that isn't working in your favor, but there are 10 things that are. So, it automatically puts me in a position to shift the way I look at things, one, and also it shifts my mood, because then I'm not only focusing on the bad things, but all the good things that, and usually most times in life, if we would sit and really look at our life from a general standpoint, we will understand and see that most times there are more things working for us than against us.
Okay, love that. More things working for us than against us. Fourth question, what are some things you do to maintain a heart of gratitude?
I think maintaining a heart of gratitude really comes down to being intentionally grateful. And the reason why I'm saying that is it's so easy to get caught up with life and all the things that is going on around you and stuff like that. It's very easy to slip into what's not working. But again, I think it's intention. You need to be intentionally grateful, and by that I mean, find little things, even if it is you telling someone thanks for, hey, thanks for showing up, or hey, thanks for calling me, or hey, thanks for that text message, or thanks for that post you posted on social media. Just simple little things that we can do, Kimberly, as well as maintaining, when you get up in the morning, find 2 things, if you can, that you can be grateful for, or that you are grateful for in that day. Those are ways that you can maintain a heart of gratitude, or an attitude of gratitude, as we usually say.
Okay. And will you be celebrating Thanksgiving this year, Renata? I know you just said that it's something that you
To the
want
Y-E-S, yes. Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Awesome. So then you can pack me some turkey and send it across with,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Stop by the gate.
I'll send it across to your house over there.
Yeah.
That red room, or whatever it is you're in.
You're hating on my red room?
I'm not, trust me. I really am not. I'm not. But
Okay,
Kimberly, I
guys.
think, judging from the rules that we had at the beginning of the game, or rather that I had, 5 seconds per question, I think you won this job.
Yeah,
This
right?
game. I overtalked, definitely.
Yeah, because some of them you just needed to give like one sentence.
Yeah, or line.
You gave us an
Or a
essay.
word.
You gave us an essay. Yeah.
That's what happened.
The director said that's a normal thing with you, Renata.
But guys, we're going to go to a break, and in keeping with our Thanksgiving theme this week, we'll be taking a look at the history of Thanksgiving. We'll be right back.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
That's right, people. It's that time of year again, and we here at ACT and The Voice have got you covered. All your favorite Christmas music and movies every day.
Wait, did you say every day?
Jingle bell.
Yes, every day. Tune into ACT and The Voice as we spread the good news of the true meaning of Christmas. No one does Christmas like us. ACTN, the voice of Christmas.
So in keeping with our theme, I mean, it's fitting that we share the history of the United States journey to celebrating Thanksgiving the way we know it today. I mean, there has been a lot of controversy surrounding how the first Thanksgiving started, but National Geographic is going to take us through a really quick history. Let's go to it. So yeah, Thanksgiving, like I said, the history of it is a little bit controversial, but at the end of the day, what it has turned out to be, what we know it to be now, is a celebration, or rather a moment where we take the time to have gratitude and show gratitude for all the things that we have and the people around us. And one of the Thanksgiving traditions that I love, that I saw a lot of people do in the United States, is the fact that when they're having dinner, they would all take turns sharing a couple things or maybe one thing that they are grateful for. And I love that concept, Renata.
Definitely, Kimberly. You know, there is always, I mean, you're saying there is controversy behind the whole how Thanksgiving started, but my thing is this. Giving thanks is always a good idea. So regardless of where it started or what the history says, Kim, I feel like, you know, giving thanks is always a good idea. So it's a good thing that we should participate in.
But Renata, you know, one of the things that, you know, is very common in the U.S. as it pertains to dinner and Thanksgiving is the turkey.
Right. So I was just about to say that.
But
when you think Thanksgiving, to me, right, when I hear the word Thanksgiving, one of the first things I think about is turkey.
I actually think about pumpkin pie, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you. I think about the turkey. I definitely, that's like the first
I think turkey is the second thing I think about. I think here, because I
pumpkin
grew up
pie.
in Trinidad and Tobago, I equate turkey to Christmas.
Okay.
So, yeah, pumpkin pie for me is what I think about when I think about.
All right. Anyways, you know, like I said, giving thanks is always a good idea, but sometimes even in the midst of your good ideas, Kimberly, things can go wrong. And some things definitely went wrong in this video that we're about to show.
The annual Thanksgiving fire.
Real slow.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Call the fire department. 911! Call 911! I don't know. Just put the whole lid over the whole thing. Kill the fire. You don't want no air, no oxygen. It won't go down. Turkey's too big.
Everybody ready? We're going to fry turkey now.
You're burning the house!
Holy moly!
I'll have to shave for a week.
Listen, these people are incredibly brave.
Yes. The woman who she was just holding the lid.
Yes.
And the guy, you're hearing the man holding the phone saying, "Yeah, kill the fire."
Yeah, make sure there's no oxygen.
Yeah, kill it.
I'm like, why are you still standing there? She stood up there for a good while though, Kimberly, and she was close. Look at how
Yeah,
close.
look at that, like-
and you know what's getting me? She doesn't even look too scared. Like she's up on it.
Like, I would think, oh my gosh, this thing gonna explode. That's just me. When I see fire, I see danger. So
Yeah.
I'm not
Definitely,
gonna...
especially when, you know, like those gas tanks
Maybe
and
they were
stuff
trying to
are
save the
close by.
turkey one time, while they were at it.
Save the turkey and
I don't
endanger
know.
yourself, your life.
Maybe she understands how fires work better than we
But
do.
you know, Kimberly, really interesting. I believe it looked like they were frying the turkey. That's what it looked like in some of the videos.
Some of the videos, it looked like
Yeah,
they were.
really interesting. Like, I never had fried turkey in my life.
Yeah, I believe some of them, they were roasting them.
Yeah.
And then we traditionally know about baking.
Baked turkey.
Yeah.
Kimberly, that's the whole turkey, but people stew turkey and stuff like that in Trinidad.
Yeah, I
Curry
mean,
even.
I'm talking about the whole turkey specifically as it pertains to Christmas and, well, Thanksgiving. We're talking Thanksgiving now. Yeah, I've never had that fried turkey experience.
Definitely something to try.
Yes. But guys, we're going to go to a quick break. Coming up next, we have our Christmas watch. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more of the evening show.
You're watching ACTN, The Voice. ACTN The Voice, your family-friendly station.
You know, Kim, I feel like we're all going through a hard time in many different ways, in our own way, I should say. And, an act of kindness can definitely go a long way. And such is the case in this scenario that I came across on social media. The man, he was standing in front of a train, and, well, you're going to see what happened.
There's a guy out there trying to pull him off.
And I feel
Wow.
like that man represents so many of us in society today, Kimberly. I feel him standing there is
Right.
kind of like, listen, I'm at my end. There is no hope. And how many of us are actually feeling like that today? How many of us are feeling like that in this season? I feel like him standing there is symbolic of what so many people all around the world are going through. And, you know, it's really, really an act of kindness, Kimberly, can really change or shift a circumstance or a situation. If that man hadn't been there and decided, listen, I'm going to get this man off the train track or whatever it is, I am committed to that, regardless if he wants to or not. You know what I'm saying, Kimberly? He committed to that, and he got him off, and that's, I feel like so many of us, we need to be there for each other. We need to be our brother's keeper.
But we also need to be aware
Yeah.
of what is happening around us. I mean, if this man was just going about his business and it was business as usual for him, he may not have necessarily seen this young man standing there just at the end of it and just really wanting to give up. So it really speaks on us being aware of people around us. When we're walking on the streets, we're going to take a taxi, just our neighbors in the community that we live and even our own family. Let's check up on people that we know as well, send them a text message, just see how they're doing, because like you mentioned earlier, Renata, it's a tough time for all of us.
Yes, one act of kindness can literally save a life, as you would have seen in that video.
But guys, we're going back onto turkey again, because I feel as though this entire episode just it's getting me hungry.
Turkey, Kimberly.
Yeah, but it's getting me hungry because I love a good turkey, right? And I'm sure you do as well, Renata.
I do.
So in this video, Indiana, they gave away 600 turkeys. Again, people are going through a lot, so they can't afford what they would have usually been able to afford around Thanksgiving time. But this NGO is making it happen for so many families across in Indiana.
Happy Thanksgiving.
With 5 days left until Thanksgiving, hundreds of people in Northwest Indiana need help putting a special meal on the table.
About 40% of the people that come through our lines have never used the charitable food sector in the past, and we're seeing such an increase in demand for emergency food supports.
60% overall from this time last year.
Second box? 1, 2 of each, yep.
There were 600 turkey feasts handed out for free. People lined up before 7 a.m. for the 9 o'clock start. Injury attorneys Lerner and Rowe donated 500 turkeys. Kelsey Cummins used the Food Bank of Northwest Indiana for the first time last week.
My fiance didn't really work much because of COVID, so it's just been a little bit of a struggle and just needed the extra help.
Most of these clients have been hit hard by the pandemic. They've been sick, they've lost jobs, had to stay home to take care of their children.
Because of COVID, lost a job and trying to make ends meet and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Every little bit helps.
Families like Cheryl McCammons, who have struggled like so many of us. Thanksgiving just wouldn't be the same without at least one thing to be grateful for, like a turkey dinner.
You're tearing up a little bit. Yeah. It's difficult for you?
Yeah, it is. It's very difficult and stuff like that. I raised 3 kids by myself. And if it wasn't for these type of systems and stuff like that, I wouldn't have made it.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And this was just one of the many drive-through pickup food where you just pull up and pop your trunks in the U.S. So it was really interesting and amazing to see this particular one in Indiana. But Renata, you have something to tell us and show us now.
Yes, it's our Christmas watch.
So Christmas Watch, yes, one of my favorite segments on the show, and it gives me great pleasure to say that today's Christmas Watch is from Trinidad and Tobago. Well, Trinidad specifically. In central Trinidad, there's this house that is beautifully lit, and there's a whole music lighting show going on. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so we couldn't actually get the original audio, but the audio from this particular light up house in central Trinidad, it matches, it's literally a lighting show. So it matches the lights that you see, how they flicker, and there's a light that is kind of talking on both sides of the house while they're actually singing. And they're singing
I think
the
I'm seeing it.
words.
That's it there?
So they're singing the words of a particular song. It was amazing to see because we see this all the time in the US.
Yes.
But I believe this is the first time I have seen this here on our shores in Trinidad and Tobago. So it was really, really nice to see for me, really exciting, Renata.
Yeah, it's
I need to go and see this house. I need to take a drive to Central.
I was just about to say that.
I need to take a drive to Central.
And you know, Kimberly, of course, this year has posed its own limitations as it pertains to how we would usually celebrate Christmas and the places that we would visit, the celebrations that we would attend, etc. So, you know, taking a little drive, you know, in the comfort of your own vehicle, you know, it's something that you can do. And this house is beautiful.
Yep.
Definitely beautiful. But guys, we are almost out of time. But before we go, let's just see the post of the day real quick.
Yeah, really
this is the
interesting
post
car.
of the day. And this car, at first when I showed Kimberly the picture when it surfaced, I believe was last Friday on social media, she's like, oh no, Renata, I think that is, I know there are cars like that across in Europe, but that is definitely photoshopped.
You see it in Asia too a lot. Cars like that are really common, just not here in Trinidad and
I'm just saying I'm not going to be driving that.
Okay. Good for you, Renata. But guys, we're out of time. We'll see you tomorrow right here at 5 p.m. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. For more content just like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel at ACTN The Voice.